Hi, my name's Anthony Borton. I'm a Microsoft Visual Studio ALM MVP and lead trainer at ALM Training. This is an overview video of one of our courses, TFS 2010 Configuration and Administration. This is a 2-day course. It's designed for IT professionals, or really anyone on our development teams that are responsible for installing, maintaining and configuring the Team Foundation server. The prerequisites for this course. Ideally, you will have installed server operating systems and software on servers. You'll have a good understanding of networking, Active Directory, and configuring security. The format of the course is instructor-led training. At the end of each module, there are hands-on labs and exercises designed to reinforce the core topics and techniques that the instructor has spoken to you about. In terms of the course content, we start with a look at Introducing Team Foundation Server 2010. We'll go through the TFS architecture, the various parts that make up TFS server infrastructure. We'll go through installing and configuring TFS prerequisites. The number one cause for failed TFS installations is not getting those prerequisites installed and configured correctly before installing TFS. And then we'll also go through and discuss some of the various TFS topologies and how you can plan that topology for small and large teams, and how you can ensure that your topology is configured correctly to support expected team growth. Our second module looks at migrating to TFS 2010. We'll have an overview of the migration options and then look specifically at migrating from Microsoft Visual SourceSafe. We'll also compare and contrast migrating versus in-place upgrades and discuss moving forward to future versions of TFS as well. Our third module is managing TFS instances. This is important. We'll have a look at how we can monitor TFS server health. We'll talk about options for providing external access securely and reliably for distributed teams. We'll then look at TFS backup and restore. Very important topics for anyone responsible for their TFS server infrastructure. The next module is creating and managing team projects. We'll understand what a team project is, and then what are team project collections, and look at the configuration options that are configured and set at both the project level and the project collection level. And then to finish off that module, we'll have a look at deleting team projects and see that there are 2 ways to do this. The next module is one of the most important and significant modules of the course. It's our module on security and permissions. The number one support questions I get will almost always be related to security not being configured correctly. We'll do an overview of TFS security, and we'll walk through how to securely and correctly configure role-based security. We'll then finish off with a look at some of the fine-grained security that we can configure in many places through TFS. Our next module is working with work items. We'll do an overview of work item tracking and then have a look at how we can create custom work item queries to help our team. The next module is source control configuration. How we can go about creating source control folder structures, how we can set up and manage workspaces. We'll go through and talk about branching and merging and how, as an administrator or the TFS go-to person, you can greatly assist in making branching and merging a lot easier. We'll look at some techniques to ensure that we never need to do baseless mergers, or at least minimize those potential opportunities. We'll have a look at some of the TFS command line utilities, and then look at backward compatibility using the MISCI provider. The next module is a very popular module where we have a look at managing our process templates. We'll go through an exercise of customizing our process templates. You'll see how you can add new fields to work items, how we can create new work item types, and how we can create queries and reports and add them to our process templates so they're automatically created and available for all future team projects that get created. The next module is a look at reporting. We'll get a good understanding of our reporting architecture in TFS, talk about the OLAP cube, talk about the data warehouse, how we can go and add new reports and create reports using tools like Microsoft Excel. We then move on and have a look at Team Build. We'll look at installing and configuring build infrastructure, our build controllers and build agents, understanding build workflow that is new in TFS 2010, and how we can go and add custom steps and activities to that build workflow. We'll look at retention policies and how we can manage our builds day to day. And then finally we look at useful third-party tools. We'll look at the Microsoft Power Tools and see that they offer a lot of value-added tools and capabilities to a TFS server installation. We'll go through the best practices analyzer, tools that can help us make sure that our TFS server is fit and healthy. We'll then finish off with a look through some of the compelling third-party tools that you may wish to consider a look at. So where to from here? Make sure you have a look at www.alm-training.com. You'll find the full course outline for TFS 2010 configuration and administration. You'll see a worldwide schedule of when and where these courses are run. You'll be able to request on-site training, have myself or one of my trainers come on site and deliver this training specifically for your organisation. Also, find a couple of minutes to have a look at some of the many other courses available through ALM Training. Thank you.